Welcome to another exciting edition of The Breaking Point. One of the hosts, Alan. Second host,
Simon.
welcome. Today we're discussing Avatar, the movie. Not the Airblender, not the anime. Not to be confused with that, but
We're talking about James Cameron's Avatar, which was for me probably one of the most anticipated movies because he's been writing this movie for like 12 years now.
very long time.
Some of the great things about this movie is it's in 3D. It's like looking into a brand new world. I mean, I got lost, watching it in 3D. Alan here saw it both in 3D and not 3D.
Yes, 3D and non-3D.
I just saw it in 3D, which was amazing to me. I mean, it didn't even bother me that it was in 3D. I didn't take my glass, I maybe took my glasses off once, to rub my eye. But that's how like intense I was into it. Like I tried to touch my eye and I was like, "What's going on?" And then I was like, "Oh, I have my glasses on." So I mean, the movie looked amazing. The story was a typical James Cameron. To me, it was all his movies put together: Aliens, Titanic, Terminator, and all like little different aspects. Not like all just thrown in there. But it was a really good movie. The graphics were amazing. The plot was it was not the greatest story in the world. I mean, he's done it before.
No, not to interrupt, but to me it felt very cowboys and Indians, so to speak. We all know Indians have land. We wanted land in terms of
Yeah.
early colonial Americans. So we go and kick ass and take what they had and keep moving them until they have nothing left.
Okay.
So that was how I felt about this movie. I see these blue people are Indians. They're all communion. They're all happy, existing, running around in the forest doing whatever the hell it is that they do.
And they appreciated life like Indians do, so
Yes, and they felt
like
And
attached to the earth and stuff.
in communion with their planet.
Yeah.
And then
so,
here we are.
trying to steal their shit. But
Yeah.
in
That's how I
the
felt about
story, it's about this rich guy who wants this rock that's worth like $2 billion for each kilo. Yeah, for each kilo. And there's a huge amount, like the whole land, literally underneath where the Navi, these blue people, live, and they want to make a diplomatic solution to actually get in there and steal everything.
And tell the people to move, basically.
Yeah, so it's like kicking them out of their home. But
Evicting them, really.
this guy named Jake Sully, who's played by Sam Worthington, who's a phenomenal actor now.
Yes. He has blossomed quite.
Yeah, I mean, he went from being a nobody to being probably one of the biggest Hollywood actors now. But he's controlling this remote control avatar body, which is sick anyway. I would love to have my own avatar, but he's running around because he was crippled. He could not move and not use his legs. But now with this avatar body, he can run and appreciate the movement again. And appreciate, it gives him like a new reason to live.
Yeah, being tall and strong and.
As the first mission goes along, he gets caught up in a situation where he ends up meeting this Navi girl who takes him back to the tribe, and he becomes one of them. And we're not gonna give anything away really, but there's a war between the company who wants to steal the land and this the Navi, which are the natives to Pandora, which is this whole new world. It's like Earth, and I mean. There was a few problems that Alan had with the story. To me, it was perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better movie. I mean, the land and the world was beautiful. Everything lit up. They had alternative animals that are just like our animals. Like they had these little black things that like hyenas and jackals.
Yeah, it's just that everything kind of had all the animals had two sets of arms. So 2 sets of arms and 1 set of legs. So you saw like this rhino creature has 2 front legs.
Yeah, but
and 1 set back legs. The horses have 2 front legs.
Everything on this planet in the daytime looked like a regular, greeny, leafy, beautiful area with exotic plants. But then at night, it was like these these plants that off all these pretty.
It's like the whole planet was covered in black light.
Yeah, it was like all these neon pretty colors, and it was just so amazing. Like even the water lit up. I was like, this is so like not to sound gay or anything, but it was a really romantic kind of scene. Like I felt really like captivated by it.
Okay, and that's what the movie was designed to do. So I agree with you. I'm not going to say I fell in love with it, but
I did.
It was amazing. I'll say. Yeah.
I mean, I would.
The level of detail.
I would want a glowing river in the back of my house. I'm just saying, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like kind of having a pool with underwater lights.
Yeah, but I mean, it was running, and you could see that the light was actually running with the water. It was so like he put so much detail into like little things.
Yeah, well, yes, actually, the more often you watch it, the more you'll notice. But one thing I did notice, having watched the movie twice, was whatever the air is on that planet, we cannot, as humans, we cannot breathe it for too long.
It's a gaseous or something.
Yeah, and it'll shut it down our nervous system, and we'll die within like a minute or so, or something like that. So everyone who's on the surface, outside of anywhere, anywhere outside, anything outside of an airlock, so to speak, right, would basically have to wear a mask. And the mask is, they call it a rebreather mask. It filters the air. I don't know what it does, but when you wear it, you can breathe fine. In these, they look like hornets from Halo, right?
Oh yeah, they're like helicopters and hornets, and they have like they're really cool vehicles that they just move around and that fly.
The only thing I noticed that really bothered me was that if it looked like an open cockpit arrangement, like like a helicopter in like Vietnam or something, right? Where it has no doors on the side.
Yeah, it was
and it's
kind
just open.
of like a Black Hawk, and I couldn't see what he's talking about. Like, the doors were open and the cockpit was revealed. So how come
The pilot could breathe.
Michelle Rodriguez
Yeah.
didn't get poisoned? Well, I came up with thinking, why? Maybe there's something blowing constantly on her that, maybe, like providing her oxygen so she's safe.
I was thinking that too, until there was a firefight and it shot right into the cockpit, and she was still able to breathe.
Well, because I think her adrenaline was kicking in. I'm not positive. I'm just for the sake of defending the movie.
It's just nitpicking. I'm just nitpicking. I'm that guy who just nitpicks, and that's just one of the things. Other than
I don't know
that,
if
there's
it said
not
that it had a see-through plot. Me personally, I believe that both of the main characters were gonna die just because it was so intense. I mean, I was fearful for, Navi, and the people. I thought, literally these people were gonna get wiped out.
Well, this is a PG-13 movie, right? In all fairness.
Well, people did die, and there
Yes,
was a lot of
But
violence.
it's just that, in the spirit of a PG-13 movie, it generally doesn't have such a depressing ending like
I
that. It's not a
guarantee you-
noir film.
I
or something along
guarantee
those
you, when
lines. Every main character every supporting character aside from the main characters can die. People can handle
well,
that.
look how much
American people cannot handle the main character dying.
But look how Mashari Rodriguez died. I mean,
I thought we're not trying to spoil the movie.
well, she does die, and we just kind of did spoil something. But she lives for a very long time throughout the movie. The movie's almost 3 hours
Okay.
long, and she's there for like at least 2 hours and 40 minutes. So that's just to let you know.
Okay.
But yeah. So me personally, in the sake of ending this video now,
Yes.
I give the movie a 10 out of 10. It was perfect. It was amazing. It was everything I expected it to be in 3D, which was, the coolest shit ever. So I'm gonna give the mic to Alan.
I enjoyed the movie so much that I would have wanted to see an opportunity for there to be a second part. But
I want them to make a second.
but the thing is, the way that they concluded it, it's pretty much that's it.
You never know. They could expand on that.
Yes, they could expand on it.
I hope they do. I hope they see this review, and I hope they do.
I do too. But for that reason and the thing with the helicopter, I don't know, it just bugged me throughout the whole movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. And I saw it in, but you have to take this in mind. I saw it both in 3D and regular 2D format. So that means I like the movie that much. I saw it twice. So my 9 out of 10 is being
Judge on seeing it
twice, seeing it twice.
Now, had you seen the movie once, real quick?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What would you give it?
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Just like me. I mean, maybe when I see it the second time, I'll give it a 9.
And maybe it's like Con is that it was very long.
But we're running out of time,
And-
so we'll
yeah.
see you guys later.
Cheerio.
And we were gonna make this video shorter, a way lot shorter. So later.